Hey there, you're going to be the earth signs. Welcome to Behind the Black Veil, where we get a more intimate look at the mysteries of our lives. There are many layers of meaning in my readings. I'm going to touch on a few. It may or may not resonate, so try to hear me and feel me for best results. Sometimes the roles can be reversed, and viewer discretion is advised. Fantastic. So let me lay out 3 overall cards for each earth sign. All right, fantastic. Ancestors, what do we got specifically for the earth signs today? Let's go with Virgo overall. Virgo overall is as follows: abundant future, pregnant lady, gifts, entitlements, inheritance, bloodline. All right, fantastic. Taurus, child of God, grace of God, mutual admiration with God. Amen. Getting what we want because God said so, because God likes us a lot. All right, fantastic. Basking in the love of God. And love for you, Capricorn. Pressure to communicate love. Messages from your higher self. Let's talk more. All right, talk to the earth signs, ancestors. Talk to the earth signs. There was some loss about a 2 of Cups, but God was behind it all. It's not really a game. Loss in love, Capricorn. Um, some sort of loss of something that you wanted. Maybe a divine child of God, Taurus. Um, Loss of inheritance. Loss of a child for Virgo. Loss of the future, an abundant future, or some sort of loss is not a threat to your abundant future. It's not a threat to your child. Even though there's some loss somewhere, God is behind it all, and it's not really a game. Okay, let's find out more. Okay, we might have been confused by the loss, thinking that it was more than it actually was, thinking that we lost more than we actually did. Mm-hmm. 2 of Cups and the Emperor. Mm-mm-mm. Standing their ground. The Emperor might be standing his ground about his 2 of Cups, that he loves someone. Mm-hmm. It's not a game. You got to go get the love. I'm going to guess that's the Emperor. Okay. You got to go get it. Somebody didn't know they had to go get it. Somebody didn't know they had to stand up and claim love. Like you have a winning lottery ticket, but if you don't take it in, how you going to get your money? Simple. So, yeah. So somebody got a hard time or had a hard time or gave a hard time. I don't want to say for no reason, but it was because of some confusion. And then they burdened themselves. They did something out of confusion and they lost something. So that's what makes it seem senseless, because now they have to cotton pick. It appears here that might be the loss, is that they now, something that already was they were entitled to, now they have to cotton pick to get it, whereas before it was being handed to them because it was theirs already. For Virgo's card is giving me that energy with the inheritance, bloodline, entitlement, something that's already yours was lost due to confusion or, some sort of malice, or, some sort of riddle, not malice, but some sort of confusion or deception. But the deception was based on confusion and not out of malice. But now they have to cotton pick. And this might be the loss all its own. Yeah, okay. So somebody abused a divine union. Somebody abused their soulmate. Somebody abused a relationship or the person they were in the relationship with. They overdid their control. They were a tyrant to their lover. It appears here. Okay. Yeah, and it appears here that it's not a game because this person, the lover, will walk away. So you don't want to be deceptive because the lover, whoever this lover is, it doesn't say which lover, masculine, feminine, but whoever this lover is will leave. Whatever the entitlements are, will leave. Whatever the love is, will leave. Sorry. Or the grace of God will leave. If we don't caretake it, if we try to be deceptive or play with it or take it for a game, it will leave. All right, so let us go on. Okay, whatever the loss was, is true. It's true. Um, it was a truth that was sitting right there in plain sight. I get the sensation. It's a truth that was sitting there in plain sight, and so that's why somebody is like, oh, like, damn it, it was right there. How the fuck did I lose it? Kind of thing. Yeah, yeah. Because they didn't take action. Because they didn't take action. I did say you got to go get it, right? They didn't take action, so they feel like, damn, that would have been so simple, kind of thing, right? Because the truth was right in front of their face. It appears here. The truth was right in front of their face, and they lost it, or they lost an opportunity or something. Lost their inheritance or lost the opportunity to have it easily. Now it's going to be hard, with the cotton picking here. Truth, death of the ego. Okay, so I get the sensation that someone allowed themselves to be confused. Because they didn't take action, they didn't clarify something. They didn't clarify something because here we have confusion, right? We have the confusion card, and then we have the death card, one of the death cards, up under the truth. So I'm getting death of the ego. I feel like they didn't do, and then we have King of Wands. So I feel like somebody, sorry if I hit the mic, somebody didn't do what they had to do to find out the truth, which was sitting right there in front of their face. But because they didn't take action, because they didn't want to have this, they didn't want to be humble. They didn't want to be humble. So they never found out what the accurate situation was. And that's why they have this loss. Yeah, of the 10 of Cups. Shit. That's quite a loss right there, my friends. That's quite a loss. Yeah, so they didn't take any action toward the 10 of Cups, so they lost the 10 of Cups, and it was already theirs. It was already theirs. It was actually their entitlement, their bloodline entitlement, or, whatever, whatever's encoded in their DNA. The creator was like, this is yours. And it was true, and it was real, and it was right in front of somebody's face. But they didn't take action. They just sat there and watched, or they sat there and waited, something like that, instead of having a death of the ego. You know what I mean? Because they didn't want to have a death of the ego. They sat, they watched, and they watched the death of their 10 of Cups is what they watched, because they didn't take action. So that's what they sat there and did. They watched it die. They didn't want to be empowered. They didn't want to take over, You know, they didn't want to take the power and reach for the staff of their destiny and control the situation in a real way. They didn't want to know the truth. I get the sensation. They didn't want to know the truth for whatever reason. Oh, okay. Okay, so this person had something also to reveal. They didn't want to reveal it. And they were so busy hiding what they wanted to hide that they didn't realize that they were hiding away from their gift. You know what I mean? They were hiding away from their inheritance. So they thought they were hiding and that would benefit them somehow. You know, they thought they were hiding because whatever they had to hide, maybe a pregnant woman, because I have 2 pregnant ladies here. Okay. Or they were hiding some change, or they didn't want some change to take place. Maybe the death of the ego. You know what I mean? Maybe they didn't want you to, gloat or something. I don't know. I don't know. It doesn't say what they were trying to prevent, um, but it just says that they were trying to. They didn't take action because they didn't want something to change. I don't know what. It might not have anything to do with you. Whatever they didn't want to change. Um, all right. There's many layers on there. I'm gonna leave it there. Let's go over to the 2 of Cups. Okay. Calm, cool, decision making guy wants to talk to you. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they feel that being in a union with you is wise. It is a good compliment to them as a wise man. You know, they would like a wise woman, or they want to talk to you. They want to tell you that they're now a wise man and they know how to be in this union now, or some such thing along those lines. Okay, somebody knows how to control their emotions now. Somebody knows how to commit now. They know how to make they know how to carry their weight in a relationship. Let's put it like that. They know how to carry their weight in a relationship. They know how to invest in a relationship and do their part to make sure that it's a good relationship. All right. Mhm. Yeah, they know how to control their desires now because or more because they know that they burnt a bridge before, over doing their control, trying to control your emotions quite possibly, you know. And so they've learned that they will just control themselves and that will have the greatest influence on you. Yeah, exactly. They upset you, they hurt you, um they had passion with someone else, and or they have such passion for you and you love them, or you had passion for them and you loved them so greatly, and they fucked that up thoroughly and completely. They know that. That's what they want to talk about. They've come to the emperor portion of who they are now. And they really hope that they can strike back up this flame between y'all. He feels confident on some scale that he can, because he knows that he has a new level of self control. He wants your love, it appears here. He wants to talk about it. Sorry. Okay. Okay. Sorry about that. So, yeah, he wants your love. He wants you to look at him lovingly. He wants you to see the deeper meaning of what has transpired. I get the sensation that whatever happened was unpleasant, but he learned a lot. And he wants to give you the benefit of what he's learned. Looks like here. All right, so let's talk about how it's not a game. Right, because heartbreak. That's why. Yeah. And now somebody knows more. Somebody knows more about heartbreak is not cool. Going around breaking people's heart is not cool. They have a broader understanding now of how that trickles down into life. Make people want to kill you. You see what I'm saying? Certainly make people walk away. You don't do that. That makes people walk away. So it looked like this person was playing some sort of game if this is the lesson that they're learning. Don't play is what they're learning, because now they see what happens if you play. The person you want will walk away from you. You see what I'm saying? Okay. Firm in their beliefs, they will walk away from you. You will be blocked. And then they'll have to heal themselves, and that will take time. That will take time. Lots of time. That's a big effect. That's scarring. That's scarring on a person's soul. So this wise, cool, calm cat is learning a little bit more about, not scarring people's souls. Yeah. Yeah, because especially if y'all are connected on some Two of Cups shit, because essentially if they hurt you, they hurt themselves, because y'all are connected. Y'all are like one entity, one organism. So, they trying to cut you and hurt you, and they start bleeding. Right. Right. You bleeding and they bleeding. No bueno. Right? Okay, great. Right. Right. Exactly. Because if you try to hurt someone that you love or that loves you, you will. Simple. You will. You will hurt them. And then they'll be hurt. And then what? Then they walk away, and then you're broken up, and then what? What was it all for? When you're gambling with your future, you're gambling with your inheritance. Why would you do that when you could be set for life? This is what they're learning. You got to protect what matters most. You have to show symmetry. You got to give what you're getting. There has to be evenness. There has to be balance. Well, they would like to reapproach, it appears here. Reapproach and reestablish the balance. All right. So I hope that reading helped somebody out there. I really do. For more deep ass readings where we see that, we live and we learn out here. That is what we do. All right. And then we shall see what the outcome is. But it can only get better if we're learning our lessons. In deep ass readings like these, like, share, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell on your way out. Pick up a copy of Discriminating Wisdom. Make sure you're out here discriminating wisely. And I will see you again here soon, party people, behind the black veil.